You don't lack discipline. You lack withdrawal tolerance. That's the truth no one wants to admit. You say you want success, strength, focus, control. But the moment something feels hard, you reach for something easy. Your phone, food, scrolling, excuses, and you call it being tired. No, you're not tired. You're addicted to easy, and it's quietly shaping who you become. Because every time you choose comfort over effort, you're not just avoiding pain, you're reinforcing an identity, the identity of someone who escapes. And that's dangerous. Not because it ruins one day, because it rewires your future. Look closely at your life. You don't struggle because you don't know what to do. You struggle because doing it feels uncomfortable. Gym? Uncomfortable. Deep work? Uncomfortable. Hard conversations? Uncomfortable. Waking up early? Uncomfortable. And what do you do when discomfort appears? You negotiate. I'll start tomorrow. I deserve a break. Just 5 more minutes. 5 minutes becomes an hour becomes a habit becomes your personality, and now you're confused why discipline feels impossible. Here's the deeper truth. Your brain is not designed for greatness. It's designed for efficiency. It seeks dopamine with the least resistance possible. Why grind for months when you can get stimulation in seconds? Why build real confidence when you can simulate it with validation? Why endure boredom when endless novelty is one tap away? You are living in the most convenience-optimized era in human history. Food without hunger, entertainment without effort, connection without vulnerability, achievement without mastery, at least the illusion of it. Everything is engineered to feel good now. And discipline? Discipline feels slow, it feels invisible, it feels lonely. But here's what separates average from elite. The average person organizes their life around comfort. The elite organize their life around growth. That's it. Not genetics, not luck, not secret knowledge. Tolerance for discomfort. Think about this. When you say, I can't stay consistent, what you're really saying is, I don't like how it feels. And that's honest. Because discipline doesn't feel powerful in the moment. It feels boring, repetitive, uneventful. The gym isn't cinematic at 6 a.m. It's cold. Your body resists. Your mind negotiates. That report you need to write? No applause, no instant reward, just friction. But here's the shift most people never make. They chase motivation instead of increasing discomfort capacity. Motivation is emotional. Discipline is structural. Motivation spikes. Discipline compounds. When you rely on motivation, you only act when it feels right. When you build discipline, you act regardless of how it feels. And that's where identity changes. Right now, you're wired to escape friction. Small friction, scroll. Emotional friction, distract. Mental friction, quit. Your nervous system has been trained to seek relief, not growth. But here's the part that should unsettle you. Every time you choose easy, you strengthen the neural pathway of avoidance. You're not staying the same. You're getting better at quitting. Read that again in your mind. Better at quitting. And that compounds too. This is why discipline feels harder over time if you don't practice it. Because comfort tolerance increases, and discomfort tolerance decreases. You become fragile, not physically, psychologically. Minor stress feels overwhelming. Basic effort feels exhausting. Delayed gratification feels unbearable. And then you start labeling yourself. I'm lazy. I'm not built for this. Maybe I'm just not disciplined. No, you're overstimulated and undertrained. There's a difference. Discipline is not intensity. It's exposure. Exposure to doing what you said you would do, especially when you don't want to. And here's the irony. The discomfort you avoid is the gateway to power. The workout you skip builds the body you envy. The hard task you delay builds the confidence you lack. The boredom you escape builds the focus you crave. Comfort feels safe, but it's shrinking you. Growth feels threatening, but it's expanding you. You can't have both. Look at high performers, not the hype, the reality. They're not superhuman. They just don't panic when things feel hard. They don't interpret discomfort as danger. They interpret it as direction. If it feels difficult, it's probably valuable. If it feels slow, it's probably foundational. If it feels boring, it's probably building depth. You, on the other hand, have been conditioned to believe that anything that doesn't feel good immediately must be wrong. That belief is costing you, because your potential is buried under convenience. And convenience is seductive. It whispers, later. You've earned it. Just this once. But just this once, repeated daily, becomes your lifestyle. And lifestyles create destinies. So what's the solution? Not more hype, not a new planner, not a dramatic life overhaul. You need to retrain your relationship with discomfort. Start small. Cold shower for 30 seconds. Finish the task before checking your phone. Wake up when the alarm rings. No negotiation. Not because these are magical, but because they rebuild self-trust. Every time you keep a promise to yourself, your identity shifts. You stop seeing yourself as someone who tries. You become someone who executes. And execution changes everything. Here's something uncomfortable to hear. You don't need more information. You need more resistance. Your life improves in direct proportion to the discomfort you're willing to endure without escaping. That's the formula. Simple. Not easy, but simple. And here's the real test. When this video ends, what will you do? Feel inspired? Or feel exposed? Because if you recognize yourself in this, that's not an insult. It's awareness. Awareness is painful, but it's powerful. You can continue feeding the addiction to easy, or you can start building tolerance to hard. One choice strengthens comfort. The other strengthens character. You won't transform overnight, but you can interrupt the pattern today. Catch yourself reaching for easy. Pause. Choose the harder option. Once. Then again tomorrow. Then again the day after that. Not dramatic. Disciplined. Eventually, discomfort won't scare you. It will signal growth. And when that shift happens, everything changes. You won't need motivation. You won't need validation. You won't need perfect conditions. You'll move because you said you would. That's power. Not loud power. Quiet power. The kind most people never develop because they're too busy chasing comfort. And here's the final truth. The life you want is on the other side of sustained discomfort. But most people will never cross that line. Because easy is available. Always, instantly, effortlessly. The question isn't whether you're capable of discipline. You are. The question is whether you're willing to feel uncomfortable long enough to prove it. Sit with that. And the next time you're about to choose easy, remember, you're not choosing relief. You're choosing who you become. If this changed your perspective, subscribe. Because the next video might change your life.